Hey guys, welcome to another video by Djsprc. Today I wanted to talk about Castle Becs, the CC Bec 1.0 and the CC Bec 2.0. Now to be able to use these Becs, they need to be programmed. Because off the bat, this one's at 5.1 volts, this is at 5.2 volts. Now if that's the voltage you need, you're fine, just plug them in, you'll be okay. Now let's say this is not the voltage you want a bit higher voltage like 6 volt or 7.4. You'll need the Castle Link. Now I do have a video how to download the software for this guy and how to use it. Just look up in my bio the video. I'll put this guy aside, we don't need that one. Now, major difference between these guys here, this is a 10 amp max, this is a 15 amp max. Constant on this guy's a 5 amp, constant is a 10 amp, a burst of 15 and a burst to 10. And maximum of 6 cell, 22.2 volts, maximum of a 14S, that's 58 volts. Great servo, and this is waterproof, this is not. We'll put these guys aside. I have a 1.0 right here that they use in other vehicles. Difference between this guy and this guy, I removed the blue wrap and I just put it in black. Put this receiver aside. Now, just for show today, we'll use this Castle Sidewinder. That's for axial converted to brushed. What basically you do, you grab your main power, I splice where the main comes in, the speed control, not the battery side. Because if you ever need to remove your battery, you won't be obligated to remove your bec. I just splice it. Twist them. Then take my soldering and solder them. Now for the video right here, I won't solder them. Once it's a solder, you can tape them up, or before putting your main connector, you could put a shrink tube over it. Now it looks a little bit more pretty. Now you don't need to leave the full link, depending where you place it in your vehicle. You just need to route it to bring it to your main power here. Now what's left is these two wires here to your receiver. Now your bec, you could plug it in an auxiliary or your battery and bind if it's a Futaba, a Spectrum. Futaba has the same thing to battery, which doesn't say bind. Now this guy here, I'll plug it in the bind bat. Okay, and we have our servo here. Plug the servo and steering. Now this guy here goes in the TH, but stop right there. Do not plug this guy directly to your receiver yet. There's a reason why, guys. Right now you have a bec that's giving power to your receiver. And if you plug in your speed control in your receiver, you're powering it twice. Bad things will happen. What you need to do is grab an X-Acto. Okay. Pry the pin, the middle pin, and remove the red wire. Just pop it out of the speed control. Now, a lot of you guys out there will grab a pair of pliers and just cut the wire. I would not suggest to do that. Reason is, these speed controllers are programmable. You could go play inside of it for curves, things like that. If you do that, now you won't be able to do it. What I suggest is to put a shrink tube over this guy, like I did to this one right here. Hope you guys can see it. As a shrink tube. If I ever need to reprogram it, that's easy to remove than starting to solder a piece of wire here and reconnect it to the servo lead. Put this one aside, and now you're good to plug in your receiver. Now, when you give main power to here with your battery, what's going to happen is the power is going to go to your Bec. Bec is going to power your receiver, and your receiver is going to power your servo. Now, what you could do if you wanted to, instead of powering your receiver, you could let the speed control power your receiver. Grab the two positive and negative of this lead and power a light if you wanted to, or a servo that's high voltage directly to the main leads. There you go, guys. If you have any questions, post them on the comment below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. And don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy, guys.